Hello. This is Cisco back again with another Minecraft video. I hope your day's been great, and if not, let's try to make it better. Today we are back in our dear Arrio world. Today we are going to be making our new base, or at least moving our stuff to our new base. So let's get right into it. Like I said at the end of the last episode, I was coming up here. I was just gonna gather some more food so we can move on. I was fishing and I tossed out some extra stuff that I had in my chest because I needed to make space. Now, hopefully we can get this guy to move out of the way because I need to get into my house. So this is what we have in terms of ores. I got a lot of iron on the way out. I got a bit more gold and some redstone, but I was mostly prioritizing the iron and the coal. I did use some coal to cook some of my food, and I have 14 coal in each of these, so we're pretty set on coal, at least for the time being. I want to sleep. Little trick. So when the bottom of the sun touches the horizon, that's when the player can sleep. You'll see villagers start going to their beds a bit before that, but I think we should be good to hop into bed. Perfect. So we are going to move some of the important stuff right now. I don't need a lot of this junk, so I am going to go through and pick up the things that I do need. I want to keep the seeds. I want to keep the bamboo. I'll take the melon and the pumpkin seeds. Why not? I like to have a variety of seeds, and those will come in handy later. I'll take the cactus. That would be pretty useful if I get my hands on some sand. I'm gonna take... No, that's okay. I'm not gonna take the jungle saplings. I will take... I think for now, that's all I need from here. Maybe some bones to grow stuff, and maybe some of this leather. But yeah, that bag is full. I don't really need too much else out of there. I am gonna need all of my cobblestone. I don't know why I have all this extra leather. Oh, I think I killed a llama while I was fishing. I'm gonna take just pure stacks. If it's not a stack, I'm not gonna take it. I'm gonna take this, except for the wood. Well, that's just one piece of wood. I'll leave that behind. And I will take this as well. The rest of this stuff, oh, some tough too. The rest of the stuff I'll leave here for now. I am gonna take my stacks of iron. Anything else for now, well, my coal too. Anything else, I am just gonna leave that here. Let me take all of the coal that's in here because that'll come in handy. And I am just gonna use this charcoal to save on space. Now, if you remember, we did find a good space to make a base. So I am just gonna head over there. Oh, yes, I do. I have this extra bed right here that I can use. Maybe we'll take 2 cats when we go too. Yeah. So let's oh, also, yeah, before I forget, I do want to take some potatoes. Where were those guys? I don't remember exactly where the potatoes were. I'll grab these carrots. You want to grow carrots and potatoes. Carrots you can use for trading. You can make golden carrots, as I've been mentioning. Those are, I think they give you the most saturation out of anything in the game, so that's pretty helpful in terms of healing. If you eat the carrots, then you'll heal faster. I believe that's what it is. I don't know where the potatoes are. I could have sworn I saw potatoes. Oh, here they are. Okay, so I have 2 potatoes, 3, 4, 5 potatoes. That should be good. We don't need a full stack of those. I just want to make sure I have those so I can make potatoes later. I'm gonna knock my horse off of this. Oop, I got stuck in there. I hope this isn't a thunderstorm. I don't want to deal with a thunderstorm while I'm traveling, but I am gonna make my way to that new area. I pretty sure I remember where it's at. It's been a minute since I've been there, but I'm pretty sure it's just over this little lake and then through a bit of the forest. I'm gonna take my shield off so I can see better, and I'm gonna put this in my hotbar so I can use it right now when I am in the lake. Now I kind of want to jump down to the bottom, see if I can make it to the water, but I didn't trust myself, and I like my horse. I got him whenever I first hopped on him. If you remember, I didn't have to take a couple times taming him, so I think he likes me. I'd rather keep him safe. You can't ride horses in the water. If you can ride them like in this spot where part of him is in the water, but if you try to, I did not pick that up. If you try to ride him in the deep water, he'll just kick you off because he's trying to survive. But let's make our way through. As you can kind of tell, riding a horse is quite a bit faster, and you can jump while on him. Some of them jump higher, so it's a bit more useful, but I don't think this guy can jump too high. Sometimes when going through the forest, it is annoying because you kind of gotta navigate through all of the leaves. See, there we go. We cleared a 2-block high space. See, so sometimes you gotta navigate through the leaves, but I mean, once you get out of it, it's quite a bit faster. And where we're going, it's plains, so we should be golden once we pass through all of these trees. Let's make our way onto the land. So I didn't want to set up my base in that village. I've been calling it that area the acacia biome, but it's actually called the savanna biome. Major correction. My partner and my kids have been beating me up about that, so I thought for y'all I would mention it. Y'all can stop goofing on me now, but I want to come over here where the grass is greener, quite literally. Over there the grass has an orange hue to it, but here you can see the grass is a bright green. You'll probably see it when it stops raining a bit better, because the rain makes everything look a bit dreary, but the grass looks a lot better over here than over there, and I just like that for aesthetic purposes. I want to make sure I go around the ravine, so I think for now we're gonna just set up shop over here by this nether ruin. And I know there's a block of gold there that I missed last time I was here, but I don't need gold just yet. Let's make a fence post so we can tie our horse down. I'll just toss my shield on the ground for now. Throw my bed. Let me get this guy tied up so you don't. Yep, see? He's trying to find his way to the lava. Back it up, Terror. Okay. I'm actually kind of nervous about tying him right there. I feel like it's a bit too close to the lava. Here, let's pop on. And let's tie him to the wall. That way, there's no chance of him running into the lava. I'm gonna move all of this over there too. Just keep everything together. Okay. So, there's my bed. It is not a thunderstorm, so I cannot sleep. That's okay. I guess we'll just have to live in the rain for a bit. That is not what I want to do. Okay. Good enough. I just want to get rid of that. So in this area we have quite a bit to look at. It's nice and open. I like that. So we will probably find a bit of a flat area, preferably closer to the river and away from this ravine right here. This will probably get cleared up, covered up. No. Probably around this area is where we'll set up our house. So I'm gonna clear out some leaves. The easiest way to do that is with water. You just place the water down, Hopefully there's not like a ledge, because the water will try to find the ledge. If it's flat, it'll spread out fairly evenly and knock out all of those. They're not leaves. What am I saying? It's grass. Ay. Lack of sleep, y'all. Lack of sleep. So, I think this is a pretty decent area. I want to keep some space from my house and the lake, just in case I get drowned trying to pull up into the crib. That's okay. We can give us some space. That's good. Okay, so I'm gonna put some torches along the line here. That way I can find it when it turns night. I'm clearing out this area because I do want to set up like a bit of a farm in the meantime while I'm building. I want all of these crops to start growing. That way I can harvest the crops and get some animal farms going. We are gonna be making a cow pen near us. Cows are very necessary in the game because you need leather from the cows. I mean, I guess you could farm horses, but if you're killing horses to get their leather, you're kind of a monster, not gonna lie. So we're gonna just make a cow pen, then we'll be able to get a good source of leather. And let's make sure we're getting all of these leaves. I do want to make sure I'm picking up the leaves and that sapling, because I wanna make sure to replant those trees. I love the orange wood. I don't use it as often as I would like, but it's such a nice wood color. So let's get a double chest going. Boom boom. Double chest. Let's start tossing all of my building materials that I have brought into here. Just toss this. We'll toss all of this in there. Toss all of this in there. I don't need any of that. And I'll just throw... Well, I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to take this out. So if you have a bundle and you want to get stuff from the back, I haven't really covered this. So with the mouse and keyboard, you can just scroll through. But on the control, here, let me boot up my control. On the control, you can just made it go away. You can hit the bumpers. Nope, not the bumpers. Oh, okay. So with the look joystick, the right joystick, you can move around to find which one you need. I'm glad I booted that up because I would have gotten it wrong. I don't want to lead y'all astray. So let's just toss the rest of this in there for now. It's getting dark. I'm gonna move my bed over here. Ooh, skeleton. Okay. Let's just try to sleep real quick. If that creeper starts creeping, I'm gonna start moving. Okay, we're golden. We're golden. Just like my bed. I'm gonna leave my horse here because I don't want him getting in the way while I'm building. He can possibly trample on my my crops, and I don't really want him to do that. So let's come back here, put the bed down. I want to make sure to set my spawn in case I somehow die doing my crops. I'm gonna replant these saplings. I think I might have missed one. I'm not building my house just yet, so it's fine if I put that there. I'm gonna put my bamboo over here on this sand in no particular way. Just want to get some of that going. Next, I'm gonna do carrots and potatoes. So for now, let's just try to do it close to the lake. I feel like we don't have a spot, and that's where I usually start them because I don't have a water bucket. So we'll start those, even though I do have a water bucket right by the lake. Sometimes I like to even put the sugarcane. I like to put the crops like going into the lake. I'll show you here in a second. You know, maybe I'll actually do that instead because I do like that idea. So I'm gonna just flatten this out. Boom, 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 boom. That's all flat. And then I'll do this. I don't know how far that's going. I'm gonna just wing it. Doesn't really matter. It's not gonna be here forever. Sometimes it's better to just do something with a little effort than to not do it at all. So that is what we will be doing. And I ran out of dirt. That's okay. Let's come get some more from over here. And we're kind of doing a double whammy here. We're terraforming. We're getting this area flattened out a bit while collecting dirt. Dirt is, although it's very easy to acquire, sometimes it's one of the most valuable things, and those times are usually when you're terraforming. I hate whenever I'm terraforming and I run out of dirt, because then I have to go like dig some up. But you know, I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I like to have things in a nice like looking environment, so I'll have to go far to get dirt. But if you acquire a lot of dirt early on like this, it ain't that big of a deal. Okay, so let's get this. Think that should be good there. And then we'll do one more and see how that treats us. I like how the outline while you're underwater is white. I'd never noticed that. It's pretty cool. Okay, so that area is good to go. Let's make... I'll just have a crafting table nearby here. Let's make a hoe. I'm not going to make an iron hoe. I feel like that would be a waste. I'm going to just do stone. So I'm going to mine up this stone, make this area flat, get a little bit of dirt while I'm here, and then I'll make a stone hoe. So, oh, I want to kill that cow, but that's okay. I'll save them for my cow pan. So with the hoe, you till the soil, kind of sort of like in real life. So you make it into farmland, and this is what you can then plant the crops on. I'm sure you saw a bit of this back in the village. I'm not sure if you were curious on how to do that, because I've had a lot going on in this series anyway, so we haven't really had time for anything like this. But now we're far from the village. We gotta take care of ourselves without the villagers doing all the hard work. So I am going to plant the potatoes in between carrots and the wheat. I have a lot of... I don't want to eat the carrots, so I'm going to just plant them. I have a lot of wheat, so I'll probably just plant as many carrots and potatoes as I have, and then fill in the rest with wheat. And based off of that, I think we might have to even make more farmland, which is a plus. Like I said, this is just a temporary farm. I plan to make somewhat of a redstone crop farm. Oh, look, and the chickens are following after me. The chickens like seeds, so you can use seeds, I think any type of seeds, to breed them. You can't use the carrots, but that's okay. And I'm gonna just give you the last seed. I don't need it. So while all of that is growing, we are going to start working on my house. Now, I do remember in a creative world I had made a model for my house, but I don't know. I don't really feel like pulling that up, and I didn't really like it after all. I had a lot of acacia wood in it, and I don't really have that much acacia wood here. So I'm just gonna wing it. I got a pretty good amount of materials here. The main thing that I do remember is I had 3 areas with 4 rows of double chests, and it was too high. So 3 times 4 is 12, times 2 is 24. I think I'm gonna need 24 chests. So that is a lot of wood, and I don't really have much wood with me at the moment. We might have to get some wood going off screen, but if that is the case, I'll probably just cut back to, wow, I have all of this wood. For now, let's just plan out the house. So I want to build a 2-story house. I want the first layer to be my storage area, and then my second story will be where I have my bed. I have probably more aesthetic things. I like to have a bit of a cozy area. I'll probably have a to-do list or to-do board there so that I can start and end my episodes there. But let's plan it out. So with a shovel, you can make dirt paths. Instead of mining, you use the opposite button. You click the use button and you make a dirt path. I'm about to break the shovel, so let me just keep this on me. You know what? No, I'm gonna just make an iron shovel, because I am gonna probably be chopping down a lot of dirt here. So we're gonna do 1 2 3 4 space 1 2 3 4. Let's add some variety here. I know I said I wanted to give some space, so let's back all of this up actually. Okay, let's put it as if we're going to be coming in from that area and that area. So 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Nope. 4. I'm gonna leave a space, and then this will be where our door is. I'm gonna just put a crafting table there to mark that, and I gotta make a couple more. You know how I am about the crafting tables. I like to have multiple. And then the chests come out like this, so I am going to give a little space right here. 1 2 3 4, and that should be good. So let's mark out where we have to build, and yep, it broke just like I said it would. So let's just follow this path and then make the path here. Boom. And then this comes out 3, so I'll come out 3 on this side. 1 2 3. I want to get rid of these. If you just put the dirt down, the grass will grow back over eventually. But let's come over here. Let's do 1 space, an extra space, and I'm gonna put down some barrels, so that's gonna take a space, and then this can be the wall. Okay, and perfect. I was just 1 off. So this little square is gonna be your house. I'll have space for some furnaces down here too, but for now I would like to use stone bricks. Okay, I found out recently that if you use a stone cutter, that's a job tool for the villagers. If you use a stone cutter, you can actually get some stone bricks with cobblestone, which is kind of insane. I'm just gonna leave 1 piece of coal in there. I'm gonna just toss this whole stack. We'll see how much we get. Whatever extra we get, we can do stuff with. But you need 3 stone and 1 iron to get a stone cutter. I'm gonna toss this in there. I'm gonna toss this in there. I don't want to use any of my cobblestone just yet, because I want to make sure I have enough stone to build at least the bottom. I think the bottom I'm gonna do stone, and the top I'm gonna do wood. So we'll work on making the bottom area. I'll probably cut so I can go get some more wood, and then we'll do the top. But let's see, you ready for me? Yep. Okay, so as you can see, we can make stone bricks, we can make stone slabs. With the stone bricks, you can make the stairs, the walls, those kinds of things. So they're pretty nice, but this item right here is what we want to make. So we'll pop one of these guys out, and it is getting night, so I am gonna sleep so I'm not getting attacked. We'll wake up and get to work. So let's get all of this cobblestone. I'm gonna just do one set of stone bricks to start off. One stack, that is. So with the stone cutter, you can make all these different blocks. So I know that zombie's gonna come for me. I just know it. Oh, gotta get them before they get me. Okay, no distractions. Let's get back to the stone cutter. So with the stone cutter, you can make various different blocks. These are all blocks that you can make in a crafting table, but with the stone cutter, sometimes you get more return on the amount of blocks. For example, I can do a single block into a stair, but if I were to make this in the crafting table, look, we can do this. It takes 6 blocks of cobblestone to make 4 cobblestone stairs. So it just makes a lot more sense to pop them into a stone cutter and get those blocks back. For now, we're just going to be getting a stack of stone bricks. That would be easiest. That's one of the easiest things to add some, I guess, some depth into your build. What? Jeez. I hate when the skeletons have helmets. The mobs that burn in the sun, if they have a helmet, that's kind of considered protection for them, and they do not die to the sun, but that's okay. Let's just do our best. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is just place the walls out of cobblestone, and then instead of manually placing the cobblestone right now, like the stone bricks to add depth, I'm just gonna destroy some of the walls later on, like cut out some holes and then put the stone bricks there. Sometimes when I'm building like underground or in a cave, it's easier to do that like while I'm building, because I can, instead of switching over, I can just spam the stone bricks all over the place and then fill in the rest with cobblestone. But for now, I just find this to be the easiest way. We have quite a bit of cobblestone. I made sure while I was in the mines to mine some cobblestone and to not leave it, because I knew we were going to need quite a bit later on. Okay. Alright, so now to add depth, I'm just going to go through mine every so often so I can fill up some gaps with some cobblestone. That'll just make it look a bit nicer, make it look less uniform, which I think makes it look pretty cool. I'm actually gonna fill that one up. I don't like that. You know, maybe I'll even incorporate some tuff in here too, since I have the tuff. The tuff is pretty similar, but you can get a couple different blocks from tuff that you can't get from cobblestone. For example, cobblestone, you can get the stone bricks. If you cook cobblestone, you'll get just regular stone, which, I mean, is nice, but for this build, I don't really want any stone in it. I want it to look like out of nature's realm. I want it to look like someone actually placed all of this stuff here, as opposed to maybe, you know, they just took stuff from the world. No, I created stuff from the world. Okay, so filling in. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. We'll just do double right here. And I am by no means like an expert builder. I would call myself somewhat advanced, but not expert at all. There are plenty of people who are way better at building than me. But I normally build in survival. I feel like that's why. Some people like to build in creative, and that's where they get their plans. But you see, it looks a bit nicer. Still kind of overwhelmed by that cobblestone. So we're just gonna come in and get this tuff. I'm not going to use the whole stack because I really like tough. I want to save some for a tough dedicated build, like maybe a bridge or something. But now we're going to come through and do some more of that extra. And like I said, if you want to, you can just incorporate these other blocks while you're building. You definitely won't be wasting your pickaxe durability, but I'm just doing it this way because it's easier for me in this current state. And I just want it to look, I want it to look nice with preferably not so much work. So let's wrap up on, dang, I'm just too impatient. We gotta be patient. Patience is a virtue. Let's do that one too. And I do need to get a lot more wood to cover up the top. And one more. Yeah, that was a double. I knew it. Okay. So this will just add a bit more color, a bit more depth. It won't look so uniform, which, I mean, if you want to go for that, go for that. It's a sandbox game for a reason. You can do whatever you want. But I just want to add my personal touch to it. Make it look less planned, I guess. More randomized and mixed in. I'm running out. Hopefully I have just enough. Okay, I have 2 left over. Perfect. So what I also like to do here, we're gonna make it so that our door comes all the way across. That way I can get in from both sides. If you make a house with just one door, it's actually pretty common that like you'll get trapped in with a creeper and you'll have to get your house blown up. But I do not want to do that. So I make 2 doors. And what I'm going to do real quick, I'm just going to toss one of these guys in and get a stair. And toss one of these guys in and get a stair. So if you see, there's these chiseled tough blocks. Oh my goodness, they look so cool. So I'm actually going to show you a couple more of the tough blocks. So I mentioned you can get a bit more blocks from the tough. You can get this chiseled tough. You can get this chiseled tough. This is chiseled tough bricks. They're different blocks. You can kind of see like a wind pattern there. You can get the polished tough. Those look so clean. I wish we could get that kind of block in stone, but all you get is the stone. It's all right, but it's not on this level. You can get the tough bricks. These are pretty cool. And then just the regular tough, as if you had mined it. So I like using tough. I like using deep slate. Deep slate is pretty similar. You can get the chiseled deep slate, or chiseled. I think you can actually. You can get polished deep slate is what I meant to say, and those look pretty nice. Okay, so we're gonna make a set of doors. You get 3 with each set, and then the doors, when you place them down, they're gonna be closer to this side of the block as opposed to like whichever spot you look at. So if I place this right here, it'd be closer to me, but I'm gonna go inside the house and I'm gonna place it on here. I know this is a crafting table and some people might be like, what? How are you placing it there? Pretty easy. All you have to do, you crouch and then you place it. That way you're not actually using the block. And I'm going to put a crafting table down here too. I saw that on a video that I watched and I actually really like that idea. Just kind of gives your world a bit more depth. So this is the inside of our new house. I like it. So for now, I'm just gonna move the bed in, bring the chest in here and everything. We're gonna set up the second floor like I mentioned before to have the bed and some more aesthetic stuff. But for now, let's just put this stuff in the bottom. Let me replace that. I'll put this here. We'll put this on top of here. I think I'm just gonna make another one of these furnaces because I wanna have some there. Then I'm gonna do double chest. I keep clicking the wrong buttons. Okay, I'm gonna do my first double chest right here. So where all of these torches are, that's where I'm going to be placing double chest, if you were wondering. I am going to put some barrels along this wall for like smaller miscellaneous blocks like seeds, maybe some other foliage. But for now, I want most of my blocks to be going in their designated chests over here. So I'm going to do the same thing I did at my last house for now, where I have one chest for like full blocks and the other chest for blocks that are not like actual blocks. Items like all of this iron, for example. Let's just toss all of this in here. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. This video is getting a bit long. I've been wanting to shoot for 30-minute videos, so I think I might be calling it quits soon. And then we can reconvene when I do have a lot more wood. So I'll probably gather some wood off screen, but I'm just so addicted to this game. I never want to stop. It's just too much fun. Okay, so before I log off, I do want to cook some of this because I want to teach you. No, you know what? I'll save that for next episode. I wanted to do a lava farm, an infinite lava farm, but I don't even have the lava with me right now. So we are just gonna wrap up the episode doing some cow pens, setting up the cow pens. Hopefully we have more no. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully we have more wheat that's grown here. If not, I'll probably just end up getting some. Oh, I made an extra shield. That's what I made. That's okay. I'll probably use it down the line. And I made shears. Dang. I made so much stuff on accident. Okay. I'm gonna toss this in because I am gonna need some more iron here in a bit. And I am sad to see the coal go, but it'll be okay. We'll get a lot of wood and we'll be able to make a lava generator, so if need be we can just cook up some wood. But let's just do a little bit of terraforming here. I want to destroy this area, knock it down a bit, and then put a cow pen on there. That was a huge fish back there. The cows, they eat wheat. You can see some of the crops are growing. They're growing so slow. They do eat wheat, and you can use that to guide them into a new area. So that is what we will do. I'm gonna make this go one up from the farm though, just so that I can kind of stagnate this area. If I drop, I'll know, okay, we're near the crops, so let's not be jumping on the crops, because if you jump on farmland, you turn it back into dirt, and if you have crops on there, then you drop the seeds. So let's try not to do that, and we'll have a bit of more cobblestone to use. So I'll probably just make some cobblestone walls for this pen. The cobblestone walls look really nice, and I like that aesthetic for my builds. So let's get this cow pen up and running. I only see one cow, so hopefully he sticks around, and hopefully a friend spawns so we can start making cow babies. And then once we get the cow farm like pretty populated, we can start killing some of the cows, get some of that leather going, and get some of that steak going. Aside from golden carrots, steak is usually what I like to eat in Minecraft. It's one of the foods that give you the four hand bones of the four hand bones back. So pretty nice, pretty nice. And I told you we're gonna be digging a lot of this dirt. That's why I wanted to toss some of that iron, and we're probably gonna have to replace even our axe with an iron axe when I go chopping through some wood. If you guys want, later on, once I get my setup more sorted out, I can start doing live streams where I collect materials. Like if I need a lot of cobblestone, I can live stream that. If I need a lot of wood, I can live stream that. That way, you know, I'm not doing too many things off screen. I'm not too worried about that right now. I feel like my following's not big enough to where you guys are going to be freaking out thinking that I'm cheating, but I just like to involve the audience. I feel like this is our world. We're working on this together. I want to make sure you guys feel like a part of the team. I'm just going to chop down this last area and then we'll get started on that cow pen. Oh, and there's a sheep here too. We will probably make a sheep pen in the future, but that would be less for the food and more for their wool. You can use the wool to do a lot of different things, like make banners, make beds, all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna fill this in. Okay. And I'm just gonna mark this here because I am gonna fill this in, just not right now. Okay. So I am gonna toss this in the chest and then I'm gonna get some cobblestone. Nope, wrong chest. Alright. Dirt, 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 and dirt. I think, let's see. I kind of want to do 10 by 10, so let's get 40. Let's get 40 of these bad boys. We'll turn all of this into walls. Ooh. I think I'm going to use 10 as stone brick walls so that I can get a bit of that texture going. And then maybe I'll also get some tough walls too, since I used that over here. Just keeping it uniform. 2. Did not grab it. Alright. If you guys like the vibrant visuals, please let me know. I like the regular visuals of Minecraft, but I'm kind of enjoying this vibrant visuals too. I just know maybe for some of y'all it's not it. So I guess I had space for that too. Okay, so the way I usually like to make cow pens, or really any animal pen, is I'll do 2 logs. I usually do spruce, and then I'll do various for the different animals. But for the cows, because I like to have a lot of cows, I'll do 10. So we're just gonna throw these in here, kind of sporadically. Get rid of this one actually. Let's do this, and then that. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do uno más. Okay. 1, 2. And then I think I am gonna actually have to mine a bit more. That's okay. Oh, we picked up a flower that we hadn't before. I guess you can make a banner pattern with that one. 1, 2. Boom. And boom. Nope. Boom. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're good there. So I'm gonna just have to chop down this section. Boom, boom, boom. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And once we get this cow pen going, it'll be a lot easier to find a sustainable food source. We won't have to be like worrying in the mines about how much food we have. Okay, so now let's do boom, boom, and then boom, 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 boom. Nope, I don't want them next to each other. Some there, and some there. Like so. This should be 10. And stone walls, I don't know why I did that. They're actually like a block taller than, well, not a block, but like they're considered like too tall for the player to jump over. The player can jump over one block, and I think these cover like a bit over one block, so you're not able to jump over them. And I don't like how these walls over here, they're all connecting to the dirt blocks behind them, so I'm just gonna mine these, that way it looks cleaner. Alright, there we go. Now you may be asking, how are we gonna get in there? I did not make the fence gate yet, but I am gonna make one right now. So I'm just gonna make the one for now. I like to have one in the cow pen, but in general you could use like a carpet. If you put the carpet down, the player can actually jump on the carpet. So we'll probably get that later on when we have more animals. I'm gonna put some torches over here. Of course, I'm running out of torches. Let me get some bones and some coal while I'm over here. I'm gonna get the bones so that I can make bone meal. Boom, boom, boom. Toss the rest of this. I'm gonna keep those bones. Okay, I'm gonna put this down here. And then just gonna make a stack of torches. I know, I don't want to waste my coal, but torches are not a waste. I could have sworn I had bones. Yeah, there we go. Nope, not what I wanted to get. Come on, mouse. There we go. Alright, toss this up here. No, that's actually a spot for my torches. Oh, that's why I don't have torches. I put them all down here. And then I didn't even light up this whole area. So let's be sure to do that. I like symmetry, so let's try to be as symmetrical as we can. And then instead of torches on the ground, I'm just gonna make paths. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm getting a message. Let me check that real quick. Oh, yeah, I gotta get going here pretty soon. So let's sleep. Let's bone meal the wheat, and when I get some cows in my pen, I'm gonna finish the episode. That way we don't have a super long episode. These episodes are starting to drag on, mostly because I just love Minecraft. I just play this game so much. It's too fun. Boom, boom, boom. What? Did I not get seeds for most of them? That's kind of wild. Okay. So you can use bone meal to force these crops to grow, and then you can harvest them faster that way. I'm just doing it right now so that I can get some wheat to bring these cows in. Let me find a cow. Cow? Any cows? Nope. Now that they saw the pen, they all despawn. They don't want to be in the pen. Okay. Let me... there's a sheep. Let me go up this... Almost fell into that ravine. That would have been bad. Let me come up to the top of this hill. I have a feeling when I come up, there's going to be cows. And if not, by the time I come down, there's going to be cows. Alright. Let's do a little parkour. Nope. Did not work. Okay. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. There's a cow. I told you. I know my Minecraft. Any cows up here though? Nope, no cows. Wow, this area is like a jungle biome, so the grass is even more vibrant. So if I... oh, and there's pandas down there. Perfect. If I end up mining this tree, like flattening it out so that I can get some nice flat area to me make sure that, yeah, you got this, you got this. Perfect. If I do flatten this tree so I can get some more space to build, we're gonna have some really green grass. Or I can just, you know, build on top of the hill, make a cool staircase heading up, maybe build a castle up there. That's like my favorite thing to build in Minecraft. I love the castle like kind of vibe, but I always end up quitting a world and starting a new one before I get there, so we'll try to keep on in this world. But this is our first cow. I don't know, I would name him, but he's gonna end up dying. For now, we'll just call him Jerry. Thanks for coming, Jerry. So I switched off to something else. Now he's not following me, and he's in our cow pen. I'm gonna put some torches up so Jerry doesn't get attacked by any mobs. He won't actually. I just like to keep these lit up. But I think for now, we are going to end the episode here. Let me get in the cow pen with Jerry. I do appreciate you watching this video. I'm sorry they're dragging on. Maybe I'll start to actually keep to the 30 minutes that I wanted to. But I hope your day is better now that you've hung out. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. But most importantly, do something nice for someone. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.